Yo guys, Paunchy here, and today I want to show you how to record audio on your MPC Live 2. So you have two inputs in the back that you can use. Technically you have four, but the thing about that is the 3 and 4 are a phono stereo pair. So for example, if you want to hook up a turntable to this, then this is perfect for that kind of thing. However, if you want to just hook up two regular TRS inputs, then you only have two of those technically. So I have a bass plugged into the back here into input 1 via a TS cable. Doesn't matter, TRS, TS, if you're just going to do bass. But that's all I have hooked up in the back there, as well as there is a input knob back here, a gain knob that controls, of course, the gain going to those two channels. So when you plug everything in, you're probably not going to hear anything. So the reason for that is because you need to come over here and create a track. So by default, you might be at this menu. You might also be at this menu. So normally you'd be at the MIDI section here, but to go to audio, to record audio, you press that, or you can go where I was and go to the tracks menu here, where you can see that I have a drum MIDI track and a Rhodes MIDI track as well. And then already I have couple audio tracks. The first one is actually some bass that I recorded. The second one here is a blank one that I want to show you guys how to record with. So if you need to create a new track, you just tap right down there, add new audio track, and then it'll come up with this. And then first things first, you got to choose your input here. So again, you only have two TRS mono inputs or one stereo input. So if you're using the stereo one, use input 1, 2. But if you're like me right now, you just have one bass guitar hooked up there, you want to go to input 1. Okay, leave the output the same, of course. And then now you still are not going to hear any audio, so what you have to do is go over to this monitor section. So right now you'll see that it's off. If we press auto and then we arm the recording, you'll notice that you finally have some audio coming in. So right now I have my Rickenbacker hooked up here, and this is the track that I'm working with right now. Pretty basic, just a drum kit, a beat, and a Rhodes piano chord progression. So I want to add some bass to this. So now that I have everything set up here, I have the input set up, it's armed, I have the monitoring set up. Now I want to go ahead and record something. So I like this view because you can see which ones are armed. You know, in a case like this, obviously you're not going to want to arm any of the other tracks since we're just recording bass. So let's go ahead and record a track here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit record and then play start. Okay, and of course this is assuming you've already set, you know, your bar length for your sequence and everything like that. I'm not going to go over that in this video, but if you come over here to the audio section, that's what this is, then you'll notice that we now have a track recorded. Now, I didn't mention specifically, but I kind of glossed over it with that input knob in the back. You want to make sure that your input is, you know, not super high, that you're not clipping. Let's listen to this right here and make sure that it sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and just solo this bass so we can hear just the bass track. Okay, that works for me. Now let's go ahead and listen to it with all the other tracks. All right, in the mix, a little sloppy, but for the purposes of this video, it's totally gonna work. So that's pretty much it. Hope that helps you guys. You know, with the MPC Live, I believe you can record up to 8 tracks, whereas with the MPC X, you can record more. But the cool thing about that, if you do have the X, the process is exactly the same. Again, it's just the amount of tracks that you can have at once that is different. So hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video.